Let's dive into the baits. So up first, we got a little crankbait here. Not a super deep diver, probably what I would call a medium diver. It's a little perch color. Gonna work really well in the post spawn as those fish kind of move out of the shallows, out into where those perch are staging around rocks. Up next, we have the Chase Baits Rip Snorter. This is a little weedless swim bait with an underspin. So if you're gonna try to replicate some small bait fish, be sure to check this thing out. Up next, we have the Lunker Hunt Crankbait. Now this thing dives a lot deeper than the original crankbait that I pulled out. This one's a kind of a bluegill colored. As the fish are kind of pushing out off of those shallow flats where the bluegill are spawning, they're gonna be in that 5 to 10 foot range. This is an 8-foot diver. This is gonna work really, really well around the bluegill spawn. Up next, you have a Booyah Baitco Buzzbait. Now, as the water's warming up, those bass are gonna start eating topwater. The buzzbait's a great way to replicate some bait fish skipping across the top of the water and get some really explosive strikes. Super excited with this color too. It's gonna work really well in a little bit muddier water. Next is one of my favorite things to do. This is a Super K swim jig. Swim jigs post spawn when those fish get up shallow in the bushes. If you fish rivers, these are a great way to get some bites in those current breaks. Be sure to check this out. Throw a little swim bait on the back, throw a little crawfish on the back. Gotta love a swim jig. Next is a classic. Now this is the Larue Biffle bug. Throw this on like a rugby style football head. Drag it around the deep, deep, deep rocks that you can find at your local lake or river. Smallmouth and largemouth will eat these. It's a great bait for that, like, you know, middle of the summer, late June. I'm definitely gonna start targeting those fish that have moved offshore to those offshore rock piles with these things. It's a great offshore bait. The last soft plastic bait is a Rabid Baits. Now this is gonna work great on a Ned rig style bait or a shaky head. I'm sure that these little feathers on the claws here have some great action. Good way to finesse down on those kind of high pressure days where those fish are not really looking for that big meal, but they'll definitely always eat a little small crawfish. Finally, got some offset worm hooks. You can Texas rig with these. You know, just all around, you can throw all sorts of different soft plastics on these and you can't go wrong with some hooks. If you liked what you saw in here, go into the ANGLR app and order your Monster Bass box for July through the app. Get some rewards. Have a good time, catch some fish. Later.